All right. All right. Looks like we are live, everybody. What is up, Undroppables Nation? We're here today with another Best Ball Mania 4 draft. And joining us, we have a very special guest with us today. Joining with me today is Mr. Jax Falcone. What's up, Jax?
I'm doing good. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do to help you on a best ball draft, though. I'm like the fish money in a best ball draft. Everybody's like, oh, look, he thinks he's smart. He's going to come do this shit. And, I'm learning. I am no expert at best ball. I know football. I know the concepts of best ball, but sometimes my dynasty brain, redraft brain, and the rest of my brain gets in the way. So I'm here to help, but I'm here to learn too. So I'm ready to go.
All right, well that's amazing because hey, this whole fantasy football thing it's a big learning process, right? I mean, it's pretty incredible like how far like the game has come over the past like let's say 5 to 10 years. It's been pretty incredible how much like analysis and data that's out there that you can gain these specific edges. Like it's crazy. Like this year's ADP landscape is the most bizarre landscape I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I keep saying on the pod, the undrafted pod that I do weekly, that if we get the running backs right, you're probably going to, win money this year, because I think there's a lot, quarterbacks are pretty predictable, even more so on a, week to week basis, but even so on a yearly basis, we can kind of predict the quarterbacks. Wide receivers are pretty predictable, but the running backs are so hard to predict on a yearly basis, so difficult. So every year, if you can just get the running backs right, and that's why you should probably be, spread out in terms of, your ownership and rostership of these running backs in best ball. Don't go too heavy in any one because you're probably wrong. You know what I mean? We're probably wrong. So definitely bet against yourself on a few of these spots. I know you've been heavy in on Kamara. Would love to hear some more about that, but we'll get there, right?
Yeah, we definitely will get there. Especially since he goes so my one thing with Kamara, he just goes so late in the draft. Like it's unreal how late a stud like Alvin Kamara goes that late in the draft. I know people say, oh, last year he had a down year. Yes, he did have a down year. Even in a down year, he still performed pretty well. I think he was like RB 11 or 12 last year in a down year. So still back in RB1. People just think that he had a down year because he was going in the first, second round last year. So people thought he had a down year because of his cost. Whereas this year, his cost is so far back that like all of that suspension ADP is already baked into his cost. I have the Saints projected to be the third highest scoring team this year just because their schedule is so easy this year. So I'm excited. But let's go ahead and let's just jump into a draft and then we can just continue our discussion then. But okay, so if anybody is in the stream, you guys can hop into the draft room with us and draft against Jax and I. But Jax, sent you this sheet. Give me your one projection here that is like off of consensus that you love, and one on here that's off consensus that you hate.
Let me get back in there. Hold up. Well, we were talking about just even the fact that this is sort of algorithmic, not someone thought like, oh, this is what I'll do. The Saints is a tough one. For the Saints to be the third scoring offense would be difficult. I do understand it because of their opponent's rank, so I'm okay with it. I think the one that kind of gets me a little bit is probably the Green Bay Packers at 5. I don't suspect they're going to play fast, and I am very, very dubious about Jordan Love. And it says there they have the 9th defensive rank. So if they're playing a good defensive schedule, I have a hard time believing that the Packers are going to get to 5th offensive rank overall. So that one's kind of tough for me. Maybe even the Titans too also should play slow. And so there's a couple up there that I'm not so sure I can buy. But again, the algorithm says what it says. So
yeah, that's very true. These were kind of shocks to me too. But when I was thinking about it a little more, like there are like definitely pieces that kind of fit where it could make sense. Like take the Packers, for example. I just keep thinking back to like, what if Jordan Love is really good? Then what happens? Because LaFleur he's had good offenses with the Green Bay Packers. So now the assumption is that now that Rodgers is gone, that the Packers are all of a sudden going to be terrible. I'm not necessarily buying that narrative because like the last time the Packers had a first-round quarterback sit 4 years behind a Hall of Famer, we got Aaron Rodgers. I actually looked this up. Aaron Rodgers in his first season starting after Favre left, he was overall QB fantasy 1. That's ridiculous.
Imagine if Jordan Love was good. No, but you're right. I always dunk on Jordan Love because it's fun, but I think it's more likely he's not good than he is, and there's a lot of reasons for that. But you're right; it's not a 0% or 100% chance. It is possible that he's grown. I think one of the things that made it tough for me is he didn't bet on himself. He restructured his contract to take way less than what would be the franchise tag for next year, and that is very, very strange. You feel like you just play it out, bet on yourself, be Kirk Cousins, go out there and just get yourself, $40 million next year. Instead, he took it's like 10 or 5. He's got no guaranteed money going into next year. They've got control of him, and that is betting against yourself. I mean, if you're not betting on yourself, why should I?
That's a very fair point. Maybe he's just a nice guy that just likes to play football.
Never heard of one. No, I mean, look, that's also. I mean, that one's a tough data point for me. His interception, rate was bad. Although we haven't seen him play in 3 years, as you point out, so he could have definitely progressed. Generally speaking, to progress in the NFL, you have to play. So that'd have to be really good practice reps, and I mean a really, really studious player here to actually have improved over the last 3 years, having not played. So there's a lot of things I don't like. He does have physical skills and gifts. I mean, he has a very, very good arm, and obviously he was good enough to be drafted in the first round. So there are data points that point to him being good. He does, though, have a very good defense, which hurts him as an offensive play. I mean, again, we can get into whether or not they win or lose based off their defense. That can help them win, but I don't know that it helps them score points. He also has a very, very young receiving group. I like a lot of those guys. Christian Watson, Luke Musgrave. Everybody knows how much I love him. Jaden Reed. There's a lot of great players there that could be great. We don't know. Their running attack should be good. Their offensive line should be good. I mean, he is surrounded with a team that should be good, but we will see. I'm here.
We'll see.
I hope he dunks on me. I always say I love getting dunked on by these players because they work their ass off, and here I am in my mom's basement just giving them shit.
I love it. All right, looks like we're on the clock.
Oh shit.
We can go any which way with this pick. Any of these 5 that you see that we're in the 105. There's Tyreek, Kelsey, Eckler, Bijan, Diggs are our top 5.
So I mean, you love Kelsey here.
I love Kelsey.
You like Kelsey builds? I
like Kelsey builds.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to have enough Kelsey builds. I mean, there's certainly nothing wrong with that.
Okay, let's go Travis Kelsey. He's going to be I think out of all of the different positions, the one guarantee is Travis Kelsey tight end 1.
Yeah.
Like barring an injury, Travis Kelsey tight end 1 is virtually a lock. It's pretty incredible just what he's able to do at the tight end position, and to be able to have that positional advantage at the tight end position where you're essentially getting high end wide receiver scoring in the tight end position and you can still draft those high end wide receivers. I think it gives your teams kind of a pretty massive advantage.
So when you take him at the 101, you obviously do give up, some other high end opportunities, and it's sort of, if you just take away tight end, imagine Travis Kelsey gets hurt or whatever, you now are behind every other position with everybody else that's drafting against you. So what is your philosophy, sort of in a Kelsey build that, helps you sort of catch up, if you will?
So you brought up an interesting point. Not necessarily fading quarterback, but you brought up an interesting point where, like, what if Travis Kelsey gets hurt?
Yeah.
I think when you build your team, like when you're trying to win $3 million, if your first round pick gets hurt, you're done for anyway.
I'm not saying like he does get hurt. I'm just saying you're behind every other position. So how do you catch up?
Very true. So typically I just take the best player that's available that's left on the board, because you haven't tied yourself into investing any capital at any of the other positions.
Right.
So I typically like to grab so here, we took him at 105.
105.
One of these next, Saquon, Devontae Adams, Tony Pollard, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, Derrick Henry, one of them's going to be there. And I would just take the best player available at that point.
You don't want to stack the Mahomes?
A lot of people like to do the stacking with the Mahomes, but I'm not.
Now you're behind on 2, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big fan of it. It's hard for me to get behind because everybody does it. Every single person who drafts Kelsey also drafts Mahomes. It's not unique. Then you're tying your team to
you're handcuffing it. Yeah.
Exactly, competing with all those other teams. So I want to go for maximum upside. Yeah. I want to go for Travis Kelce, Lamar, or something like that, where I don't. That's unique then, because every single Kelsey team is a Kelsey Mahomes team.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. That is my thought process. I mean, not every single one, but you got. I wonder what the numbers are. It's probably well over 50% of those first round Kelsey teams when Mahomes is available, they're snapping them.
Yeah. Every single draft that I've been in has gone Kelsey Mahomes. So. I like Derrick Henry here. How do you feel about Henry this year?
I mean, there's a lot of upside, so it looks like he's the only one left, so you might as well take him, huh?
Yeah, so let's go with Derrick Henry. I mean, it follows along with our projection where we have the Titans as the 8th highest scoring offense in the NFL. If they're the 8th highest scoring offense in the NFL, who's scoring points?
Derrick Henry.
The offense runs through Derrick Henry, so.
He has I don't remember his week 17 schedule, but I know he plays a lot of. Is it Houston?
It's Houston.
Yeah, so I mean, if he can stay healthy for the season, I thought it was Houston. I wasn't sure, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it is. So
he plays Houston in both the quarterfinals and the finals.
Shit.
Yeah, week 15, week 17. Those are some cake matchups. I love Derrick Henry for the playoffs this year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if they're at all in it, it is going to be absolute Derrick Henry. Just
just destroying people. So if Mahomes falls back to us, then we take Mahomes. But
right.
We don't leave. Right? I don't think he will either. But we don't leave this range of players without one of these elite guys.
There's an interesting tier situation here with the wide receivers that I feel like is like. I don't know, man. It's such a hard spot. This third round feels so. I mean, I want to trade back.
I want to trade back too.
Dynasty brain wants to trade back. I'm like, come on, this is just such shit here.
It is pretty gross in this range. I think because it is so gross in this range, I think we go quarterback. Get one of
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hurts, Allen, or Lamar. I think that would feel pretty nice. Allen is my QB1. Jalen Hurts is my QB2. Mahomes is actually my QB3.
So if we can get one of the two, either Hurts or Allen, I would think. I mean, Hurts is gone, right? So I guess if you want to take Josh Allen,
I think we take Josh Allen here.
It's a pretty cool build because we haven't taken a wide receiver in a tournament where everybody is just loading up on receivers. So it's very likely to be a unique build with Kelsey, Henry, and Allen.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I doubt that there's very many teams out there that started through 3 rounds, Allen, Henry, and Kelsey, even though there's going to be I don't even know how many drafts there's going to be. Let me calculate that out real quick. If it's 680,000 entries, and then we divide that by 12, 680,000 divided by 12. So there are going to be almost 60,000 different drafts. I bet that there's not many Allen, Henry, Kelsey starts.
And it allows you to still go, Gabe Davis, Dalton Kincaid for the Josh Allen stack. It's very easy to do late. So that's good. I
think I agree. There's a lot of stacking opportunities later on. I think Gabe Davis will become a priority for us, probably in the 6th round. I love Gabe. This year.
Well, especially, look, he's a great best ball play because he's going to have these big weeks, and if it happens to happen, he's when the money's on the line, then you win, $1 million. I mean,
it's kind of nice.
I mean, but he has those spike week upside, whereas some of these guys, it's just like, maybe Drake London probably not going to score 4 touchdowns in a game this year.
Very true. Very true.
He's a floor play. So that, obviously he's ranked ahead of Gabe Davis, but he's less likely to win you all the money.
Yeah, exactly. I actually have not been drafting much Drake London at all.
As you shouldn't, especially at that value. It's just not good.
Yeah, it's tough. I have been drafting a ton of DeAndre Hopkins though.
Hopkins is okay because he's proven it.
The way that I think about the Titans offense this year and why I think it's going to be successful is because, like, even in years past, this team has just gone straight through Derrick Henry. And then when they had A.J. Brown on their team, it was kind of like, pick your poison. They're going to either run the ball. If you stack the box, they're going to throw it over the top to A.J. Brown. If you don't stack the box, Derrick Henry's just going to run you into the ground.
Judy was hurt, right?
Judy got hurt. Yeah, we don't know what his injury exactly is, but he got carted off with a hamstring injury.
So, I don't love DJ Moore. Hopkins is fine. If we're going wide receiver, do you want to – can you afford to not take a wide receiver here?
I think we have to go wide receiver here.
So let's see the wide receiver board.
I think my highest ranked player in this range is DJ Moore. It's Jerry Jeudy actually, but he just got hurt, so we're not going to take Jerry Jeudy. It's DJ Moore. So it's DJ Moore. It's Brandon Ayuk. It's DeAndre.
I was going to say I like Ayuk. You're not. You might be able to get both.
53.
Actually, it's possible. It's possible to get DJ Moore and Ayuk. It's not possible.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's try for it. Let's go DJ Moore on the front end, and then let's hope for Brandon Ayuk to fall to us at 53.
Yeah, that'd be pretty strong.
Oh man, I forgot. Freaking Marvin Moms is in here. He sniped us. He sniped us, Jax.
Oh, right away.
Right away.
Oh, he's listening.
He's listening. He knew.
Shit, we did invite people. How do we do that? I'm not thinking about Brandon Ayuk. That's for sure. He's gonna fall right. If motherfucker snipes us on Gabe Davis, I'm gonna fight.
Wait. Jerry Jeudy didn't get hurt. They just reported that he's okay. He's playing the full 17. Somebody take him. Oh man, Cal Django, you dirty dog. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was gross. Yeah. All right.
No, good
Brandon
for them.
Ayuk.
We've got one of those teams though where you've got I don't know about wide receiver, but wide receiver you're going to go deep anyway. But we have an elite player at each position.
Yep.
Kind of a unique build. I've never done this before, so it's kind of fun to. Now you're just trying to add value at the wide receiver position the entire draft.
Exactly. And these guys will fall into. I really hope Jeudy isn't badly hurt. That would suck.
Well, at some point it becomes a value. I don't know if it happens here in a couple picks. He's probably not going to last the whole way anyway. So, if JSN's hurt, Tyler Lockett becomes a value.
That's true. I don't hate Tyler Lockett in this range.
Are we overlooking anything else that just is like, what are we doing not drafting X or Y?
No, I don't really see anyone. Warren is hurt. He's a tough one to click. I think you want to go Lockett?
I do like Lockett. I
like Lockett as well.
Yep.
I think he's a pretty good player. Let's go ahead and take Tyler Lockett, especially because I think Tyler Lockett's only going to rise as more news about JSN comes out. And then you never know. Maybe JSN slides back to us in like the 6th or 7th round, and we can just double up on those Seattle guys.
Not if motherfuckers listening, though.
That's true. But maybe they'll get scared off by Jackson Smith-Njigba's injury.
I would be. It's a really, really bad wrist injury.
Really? What was the report on it? Oh man. Okay. Well, let's not talk too far ahead of our players.
No, I'm only teasing. All right. So I love Waller, by the way, but obviously can't draft him here. But I just got to tell you, his value has been going up and up. ADP's got to be rising because I remember when he was going, in the 70s.
Yeah, I love Waller too. I have him in a lot of dynasty leagues.
Me too. Actually, he's my most owned tight end.
Really? That's pretty nice. He is the highest case to be tight end 2 outside of Mark Andrews, I think. I know there's all that talk about Hawkinson, but I like Waller's going to be the one. Yeah. Waller's going to be the one in that offense.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Let's see. Oh, Rhinos is in the chat. What's up, Rhinos?
Yeah, he is.
How's it going, Rhinos? All right, we're 8 picks away.
I got Waller at pick 82 back in the day. I remember. Yeah, I was like, now he's going in the 50s. He was in the 80s.
82.
82. I look back at a team. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
One of my older ones I remember because, yeah, of course I also had to draft Greg Dulcich or whatever. But yeah, that was one of those where I came away with the CD Amon-Ra stack. So I got for week 17, which is going to be sick. Yeah. Yes,
CD Amon-Ra are going to both be phenomenal this year. I can't wait. I can't wait for those two.
Yeah. I was able to get Michael Wilson at 207 in that one as well.
Michael Wilson at 207. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, in the Dynasty League. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, you're talking about best ball. Oh, 207. 207.
107, yeah.
Nice.
I think he's going much higher than that now, too. So, yeah, it's just interesting to watch. Like, sometimes your Dynasty knowledge can help you, pick out the deep sleepers. But where are we going here, buddy? I mean, Jesus, look at these tight ends just sitting there. God bless them.
Well, I'm gonna wait until copper prices go. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Copper, you need Kittle. He needs Kittle, right? Copper prices definitely needs Kittle.
You're taking Gabe here, right?
As long as copper prices doesn't snipe us.
Yeah, he probably will. That's okay. Good for him.
Oh man.
I love picking so quick when someone doesn't snipe me. It's just like boom, boom. Yeah.
Let's go. There we go. Gabe Davis. All right, we got our
pretty good. DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, Gabe Davis. That's not bad, dude. This is
that's not bad at all. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Next pick.
I mean, do we stay with this? So I like Addison and Akers. I like both those players right now. I think Akers is going to be a workhorse. He's going to be given a lot of opportunity. So if Akers is there, I have to consider Akers. Marquise Brown's full fade. Javonte, don't want the injury issue. Addison, I think, is a clear-cut wide receiver 2 on his team. Zay Flowers obviously playing. Yep. Flowers, nothing wrong with Flowers. So I like those types of players right there.
I like Akers. I like Flowers. They probably will be gone. Let's see. We're getting right into that range. Where we could start. Where we could look at Alvin Kamara. Because after Kamara comes back, he should be fun.
Maybe.
What are your thoughts on Alvin Kamara? I'm really curious.
I'm kind of a full fade, to be honest with you. It's one of the ones I totally disagree with you on. He was not featured in the pass game the last 2 seasons as much as he could have and should have been. And for those reasons, I'm a little bit worried about him. And, his efficiency hasn't been efficiency hasn't been – it's a good pick. Yeah. I mean, you can take him. I'm not interested as much in Kamara.
Well, no, Kamara got taken too.
Yeah. I would take Rashad White over Kamara, but I don't love Rashad. I mean, I guess Zay Flowers feels fucking strong right here.
Flowers does feel strong.
I mean, his ADP's been going up, so it's a little bit of a issue in that regard. But yeah, it's worth it.
I'm okay with it. I'm a big fan of Zay Flowers. I was drafting him all the way back like early June, where I was taking him in like the 10th, 9th round. Like
we do have some week 13 bye week situations creeping up on us right now, but
we do. We'll be mindful of that going forward. I think 3 is the max I like to go with, but we'll probably draft like 8 wide receivers to get off of that.
We have to be careful for week 13 bye players, otherwise we're gonna, have an issue potentially.
We'll probably want to go running back at our next pick.
Running back. Let me see the running backs. David Montgomery is going to be a stud. He really is.
Yeah, I'm a fan of David Montgomery.
Montgomery, Cook. Dalvin's going to play, I think, a lot.
Dalvin will play a lot until Brees is like fully healthy.
Yep. And even after that, I think it's going to be 50-50 at worst.
Pretty split workload. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So I think Dalvin's a good pick. I know you don't like Pacheco, but I think I will tell you that the Kansas City running back, whoever that is, all the running backs, score a fuck ton of touchdowns in that offense. That's what they do. Last year they scored over 20. I think it was 23 or 24 total touchdowns from the running back position in Kansas City. They score a ton of touchdowns. The only year they didn't was the year we thought CEH was going to be this monster, and somehow that was the year it didn't. But the year before that, Darrell Williams.
Darrell Williams. Yeah, Darrell Williams. He went off.
A Mahomes-led offense scores touchdowns at the running back position, and Pacheco could absolutely have some 3-4 touchdown games. So just running it in. I'm not saying he's going to get a lot of targets, but he does have spike week upside, and he's gone.
And Wreckfest takes him. Right on cue. And he's gone.
Does. I know you don't love him, but I mean, for me, I think he's got a lot of upside. A guy like James Conner doesn't. He's gonna see more like pass game work and all that stuff. But how many touchdowns is James Conner gonna score this year?
Honestly,
7.
You got me to buy in. I mean, Pacheco at pick 90, like that's where he should be going. I mean, he's got that touchdown upside. Before he got sniped, I was gonna say, why not? Let's just draft all the Kansas City running backs. Let's just draft Pacheco. Let's draft McKinnon. Let's draft Clyde. Let's draft generic Prince. Let's just draft all 4 of them.
Yeah.
But okay, some dudes are sliding. Some dudes are definitely sliding.
Is Antonio Gibson going to lead that backfield? Because if he does, he's a value right now. If he doesn't, he's not. Dalvin I feel like, is at least he does have upside. I think there's a good chance that Brees gives it a try, can't quite go, has some of that stuff. I don't know. I mean, at pick 92, shoot, man, I think it's a good upside play.
Let's go Dalvin.
It's your third. What is their offense in your little? The Jets, aren't they any good or no?
They are 32nd, but
no, that's not good.
But I mean, you can still have terrible offenses and have no scoring and still have really good running backs. Like Christian McCaffrey, the year where he had the most broken fantasy season in the world, the Panthers scored 340 points that year. That would have been in this season 23rd to 24th. So it's mostly just about their use.
Yeah. According to that, that's bad. I mean, Charbonnet is also another player here that could have upside. I mean, Ray Garvin was on my pod last night. He'll be we'll be putting that one out here. Dude, he could be a player. I think they might like him a lot. He does a lot of the stuff that like NFL coaching guys like. Effective on a down-to-down basis, big and strong, capable, great goal line, good blocker, available, all those things that we don't really give a shit about as much, but gets him on the field and might get him on the field over, a guy like, Ken Walker. It's possible there. I don't know if there's any other depth at running back that you like, or if you want to try and go wide receiver here.
I think running back is the right play in this range, and then we can focus wide receiver back in like this range over here. I think the only guy I was going to say Treylon Burks.
I was going to say
Rashad Bateman as well. But that's another week 13.
It is a week 13.
So I say Gibson or Charbonnet here.
My God, who do you prefer? I can't believe I'm starting to think about preferring Charbonnet. I've been fading him, but I think it may be a good pick.
Let's go Charbonnet.
All right, cool. God bless us.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I was drafting Gibson like early on in the offseason where I had like 50% Antonio Gibson. Like I had so much money invested in Antonio Gibson, but I was drafting him like the 13th round when Brian Robinson was going way before him.
Yes.
Now they've kind of like consolidated where they're going like right next to each other. And it makes me feel good about all the Gibson I drafted back when he was in the 13th round, but I don't love taking him here in the 9th.
Me neither. Yep, I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah. Well, now we've got at least some balance. We can kind of be a little bit more BPA focused.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
I mean, because sometimes you get yourself into BPA a little too early, and then all of a sudden you look at like one position group and you're like, dude, there's no way that wide receiver can win. You know what I mean? Whereas at least now I feel like we can just look for, targets and fantasy points as opposed to just positional like
we got a squad right now. We got a squad.
We kind of do. It's not bad.
This is looking pretty nice. I think we're probably going to want to just look at running back and wide receivers the rest of the way until we get like late where we can just stack on like a.
So yeah, just shut the QB tight ends off. Yeah, there we go.
Running backs and wide receivers. All right, we're coming back up to it. KingKapp got taken right there. That's unfortunate, but that's okay.
Oh, that's yeah.
Interesting range here. What are your thoughts on Juju?
I actually like Juju. I think he's gonna, especially in this build, because he
just got taken.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Well, you need some floor, and I feel like he gives you.
Yeah, he gives you really
sort of
solid
like
floor.
weekly floor. I don't love a ton here. I mean, Jalen Warren. Shoosh. What else is down there? If look a little further, if there's anything.
McKinnon,
Myers.
Myers offers floor too.
He does actually.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of floor, actually.
Yeah, very, very solid floor.
Myers is like discount Juju in some ways. So if you like Juju, you can like Myers. What's his bye week? Is it good?
13.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Nico is an interesting blend of upside and floor. I think he's going to see targets, man. I mean, that wide receiver room does not have a lot there. And
they have nothing.
They have nothing, and we're at the point now where you're just hoping for something. Well, I think he gives you enough floor, but I think he also provides a potential ceiling.
I agree. I honestly have not been drafting enough Nico Collins. It's because I have him on like every single dynasty team, and I'm like hedging against my dynasty teams by not drafting him at all in Best Ball Mania because like I'm like, oh, like if he goes off, like great, I have him on my dynasty teams, but
it's a very uncertain. It's a very uncertain offense. Like he could have 40 targets and be played off the field. I mean, that's possible. But the way that he was being targeted down the stretch last year, I think they might have a plan for him. It's just whether or not CJ is gonna jive with him. So
it was definitely encouraging.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I know you like the bum at the top, but forget about it. I mean, that wouldn't be a Jax Falcone draft. So let someone else.
I'm getting spooked off of him a little bit.
Maybe Jalen Warren here. He's got weekly upside, and if Najee gets hurt, that's like a huge.
He gets
of course, he gets taken. The other guy that's similar to that is Elijah Mitchell, but he's been, I've been getting a little spooked off him too. But Damian Harris, similar. Algier, similar. These are handcuffs that could have like Algier has a huge handcuff upside. Kenneth Gainwell could see a lot of pass work.
I'm gonna let him go. Okay, what do you think of Devin A-Chain?
Well, if they trade for JT, he's done, and if they don't, he's fragile. But I've been drafting a lot of him. But maybe McKinnon is interesting. I don't know.
I say we go McKinnon or A-Chain.
Your call.
Let's go A-Chain. I'm a big fan of A-Chain.
Okay.
And the report out of camp right now is so I want to have a solid running back in week 7. I think JT's staying in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I'll say I think 100% JT's staying in Indianapolis. It just feels so much like Eckler's situation where they're like, okay, go look for a trade. He goes out, looks for a trade, realizes that he's not going to be able to get more than what the Colts are offering, or for Eckler's situation, the Chargers are offering. He comes back, gets a little bit of money, and then that's that. I think JT, the exact same thing's going to happen. He's going to come back to the Colts. He's going to realize that he's not going to be able to get anything more from these other teams. So he's going to come back, play the year, and then try to figure it out next year.
Yeah.
A-Chain, though, that man can fly.
Yes,
he can fly. He's kind of like that home run hitter that I like to target. And the report out of camp is that he's been cooking. And like back when I watched him at Texas A&M, he was cooking everyone there too. Like he looks so tiny out there, and he's just burning everyone.
Yeah. Look, if he gets himself on the field and if he can stay healthy, big plays are what's on the menu.
And that's what we're looking for here in Best Ball Mania.
Yes, sir.
We are looking for those big plays.
Yep.
Oh, people just JMO sliding this far just hurts me.
I'll tell you who I want, but it's not going to be there. So we should have probably taken him a second ago, but I'll wait.
Okay. I see the guy that I want. I'm not going to say it though. because
we don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah, we definitely don't.
When we get sniped, we'll both scream and be pissed off together. Okay.
I think we're talking about the same player.
Of course we are. There's no doubt about it. There's no question about it. There's 0% chance that we're done. The exact same guy.
All right, this is the sweat. This is the sweat. We're gonna see if he can make it to us.
And then when we're on the clock, we'll go 1, 2, 3, say the name.
This is an absolute sweat.
It is a friggin' crazy sweat.
Oh man, okay. Let's see. This guy has 4 receivers, 4 receivers, 5 receivers, 4. Yeah, we should have taken him at our last pick. Ah, it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna sweat it out. We're gonna sweat this one out together.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Chioka 5. I know you want McKinnon. I know you want him. Go ahead and take him, buddy.
I mean, the next guy needs a tight end, obviously.
He definitely needs a tight end. So who's he going to take? Oh, he's definitely taking Dalton Schultz. Like, come on.
100%.
Come on, brother.
You ceiling for days with Dalton Schultz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz is the guy that you're going to need in week 17. He's the guy.
There it is.
You're going to need.
Ooh,
hey, there we go.
You're going to need a tight end.
Oh, he needs a tight end. There we go.
Of course. That's it. Yes, here we
yes,
go.
Gallup. Yeah, Gallup.
Yes,
we need Gallup. Mikey Vaughn's. Oh,
yes,
you need McKinnon. I know you need McKinnon.
No,
Mikey,
yeah, I mean,
Mike
for sure.
Come on, Mike Bonds. I know you love McKinnon.
MBS is such an upside play here for
him.
He's
like MBS is going to be on the field.
Mostert,
Copper prices.
Oh my God, here we go.
Copper prices. I know you need McKinnon. You need a 4th running back.
No!
We're so close.
No! How does that fucking happen?
Oh, there's no way.
Oh,
there's no way. Oh, I'm so sad. What do we do?
No.
Oh man, we're about to run out. Oh
just
man,
do Algier and be done with running back. And we'll just smash him. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That was such pain. I don't even want Tyler Algier. We just had to have someone.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, it should have probably been someone else. It just was so I was. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. All right, close out running backs. We can't even think about a running back anymore.
Yeah, we're done at running back. Oh my God. I cannot believe that happened just now.
That was
Copper
pain.
prices. That was pain. Copper prices. Phenomenal pick, but
phenomenal.
God damn it. Why did you have to do that?
That was everything we wanted.
That was everything we needed.
Yes.
All right, so now we just have to hammer wide receiver the rest of the way. We're done at running back. We'll stop at 5.
Yeah,
Algier is going to be pretty solid early on.
He's going to do things. He's going to do things
for sure.
That hurt. All right,
that hurt a lot.
I actually like to scroll down at wide receiver too because some of these guys are just absolute bums.
I like Pierce.
All these guys. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'll take Jaden Reed over him.
I like Reed. Let's go Jaden
Reed. Reed right now.
Let's go Jaden Reed. I'm a big fan of Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
Don't have enough of him. Oh man!
Wow, that was real pain.
That was real pain. Let's go Jaden Reed.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That was fucking crazy. Of course, we both wanted the same guy. It didn't even need to be.
It did not need to be said.
No.
Oh, that one hurts. Marvin Mims is my most drafted player in Best Ball Mania. I have like 31% of him.
That's a lot. That's crazy. It's worth it.
It's worth it. Like I was drafting him like back in June, and I've been drafting him all the way. Like I started drafting him like the 16th round, and I'm drafting him up until the 12th now.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the only time I didn't get Marvin Mims was when I like forgot to get Marvin Mims. Like you're like, exactly. Oh shit, how should have gotten like you're like looking at tight end, or like somehow you fuck it up. Other than that, I want him every time. Me
too. I mean, honestly, like let's just go high upside plays at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Don't hate Curtis, especially with Terry McLaurin hurt. He could get some decent usage early on in the season.
I don't like Jordan Love, but go to quarterback real quick. Where's Jordan Love at?
Jordan Love just got taken.
Oh shit! Really? Okay. I was going to say, we could try and backdoor stack the Packers there with Musgrave and Love, but no longer can we do that.
We could backdoor the Kyler, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride.
Ooh. I don't hate that.
I think if Kyler's here at our next pick, let's go ahead and take Kyler.
I mean, because what's his? Yeah, I mean, if Kyler doesn't play and you have a 2 quarterback build, I guess you're trying to win the whole thing. Doesn't matter. Josh
exactly, and well, Josh doesn't have a bye week until week 13. Assumably, Kyler Murray should be playing by week 13.
Yeah, if he is at all, he will. That's right.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be how we're going to build it. And then Michael Wilson's going to be pretty easy to get. So, okay, let's go ahead and build it that way.
How far down is Trey McBride right now? Because you're probably going to have to take them 2 right now, right?
Trey McBride, 213.
All right, that's good. So we can probably still take some other stuff before then.
Yeah, exactly. So Kenny Pickett goes. Oh man, still recovering from that Marvin Mims snipe. That one was that was the most brutal snipe I've had in a long time.
Yes, yeah. At pick 200 or wherever, 150, wherever you're at, it's just like.
Oh man!
All right. Yes.
Copper prices. You are the stream's arch nemesis now. Copper prices.
Yes, absolutely. Copper prices.
Oh man! All right, let's go Kyler.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that.
Yeah, we can backdoor the Kyler Murray, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. Yeah. Okay.
I love Trey McBride too. Although there's word that somehow Zach Ertz is healthy. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. I think they should trade him anyway, though. So.
I think they should too. But he's what, like 33, coming off a 20 ACL, and he's already back. Didn't he tear it like mid-season last year?
Late, yeah, it's crazy. I don't even understand how he's back at his age. It doesn't make any sense.
He's built different.
I like Hodgins too, maybe even more than Hyatt in some ways. Although I understand you're making a ceiling play. I think I like Hodgins better than Samuel. Shaheed though, he's got big weekly upside. He's probably got the biggest weekly upside remaining. Actually, I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know how much he's gonna play, but dude, when he plays, he has big plays.
Yeah, he goes off.
So I mean, there's nothing wrong with Shaheed here. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Let's go ahead and prioritize Shaheed if he's there, because I like Shaheed a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick on this build too. Like, you know, you're looking actually for some ceiling in the back here. Targets are always something I just think about, like who's going to get the most targets, but then, you know, because you just don't want a 0 back here, you know?
Exactly.
I don't think Shaheed's a 0.
I don't think so either. Let's go ahead and take Shaheed.
Yeah, I think he's in the plans. I think it's Michael Thomas, Olave, and Shaheed.
I agree. I mean, those 3 are going to be the guys.
And let's face it, Olave and Michael Thomas are going to attract some attention.
It definitely will. And then that's going to open up like the fly route that Shaheed is so good at.
Yeah. He's been really good. So, I mean, Justin Ross, click him.
Justin Ross.
Michael Wilson, put him in there. He's the man. Yeah. There we go.
Michael Wilson's the guy that we need.
Puka Nacua. He's going to be starting. I'm
you think he starts?
Maybe not week 1, but I think he's going to be a starting wide receiver for that team it's going to be Puka he's going to take over the Robert Woods role with Kupp in the slot and then whoever the fuck else trying to do some distracting shit on the field. You know what I mean? Just running deep.
All Dynasty rookie draft season long, I was drafting all of the Puka that I could.
Yeah.
He's first off, he's got a fun name. Puka Nacua. Like, come on. And then all of the camp reports, like the way that he was used at OTAs, like they said that they were lining him up all over the formation, using him like a Deebo Samuel. And basically McVay had watched Deebo Samuel burn his team like so many times. Like I need one of my own, and that's what Puka Nacua is going to be. So we'll see.
Is there a case to be made that we take another running back at all? I usually don't build past 5, but let's look at our team. Is there any case to be made that we would need that?
The case that I can see is Dalvin and Derek both having a Week 7 bye, and that means that would leave us with Charbonnet, A-Chain, and Algier as our only Week 7 running backs. But I think that's fine for our Week 7 running backs. If there's a guy that's here that you really like, I could be open. I like
Chuba, but he's got a Week 7 bye, so it doesn't. solve that. I think Chuba might get some run and get some targets. Ty Chandler's another one, buddy. Listen, I am not the biggest Alexander Madison fan, and and it's not because of anything personal. I just don't think he's that good. And when he's not that good, that means someone else is going to get a chance. And if he gets a chance, I think Ty Chandler could end up being better.
Okay, I like that. I like Ty Chandler too.
Is it time for any of these guys that we've got queued up?
I think it's time for Michael Wilson because we don't want to miss out on him.
Yep, that's right, for the stack.
Yeah, for that sort of build, and we need our 8th wide receiver. Yep. So I'd feel pretty good about getting Michael Wilson. Rondale's still here. What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah. We could go Rondale and Michael Wilson.
We could go both of them. I mean, he's 30 picks past ADP. I think we have to take Rondale more.
Go for it. If you like him.
I think it'd be malpractice.
Yeah.
To not take Rondale more.
Especially with our build, yeah.
Especially with also having Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I mean, Rondale Moore, like, he probably won't be on the field for 2 wide receiver sets.
How many more picks do we have? 2?
We have 2 more.
2 more, yeah.
2 more picks. But there's a very real chance that Hollywood gets traded out of Arizona.
Yeah.
Because based off of all the moves that they made today, it's like, okay, they're the writing's kind of on the wall for them.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens midseason, but I like Rondo to have a decent amount of targets this year. If he gets healthy. So, okay. And then I guess we just go Rondale and Michael Wilson, and then we
Do you want to just lock in Trey? Yeah, I suppose you could take fucking Michael Wilson here.
Chuba got sniped.
Are we going to look at the tight ends just straight up? Are we going to get sniped on and does it matter necessarily? I don't think so. No, we're probably not going to get sniped there. I mean, it's possible, but who gives a shit? Then we just go
what the other tight
end. Oh shit. Fucking that's gangster. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're backdooring all of the
Arizona's.
Damn. Okay, so we have to looks like
you know who's I'm not suggesting we take him, but you know who's a good play here is Hunter Henry. Just, at this point in the draft, I really think he's the starting tight end. I don't know that we want that, but maybe. I don't know. I mean, you're just looking for the stack maybe less important. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, screw it. Give us Hunter Henry.
What's the bye week? We have 11, 10.
11, 10. Yeah. Let's take Hunter Henry. I like the Patriots offense. I think Hunter Henry's going to be red zone target, so I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. Yeah, you're good. And then Michael Wilson we got sniped on him anyway.
We got sniped on Michael Wilson. Yeah. That's right. That's why we went to Hunter Henry.
Yeah. Then Puka, and we're done. Or Ty Chandler, one of them.
Yeah, either one.
It's not a bad build, buddy.
It's a pretty solid team. I mean, we're in a pretty good spot. We're in a spot where like our last pick is our luxury pick. Like we can take our flyer. Ty Chandler got taken.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Ty Chandler's gonna do some things, I think.
Yeah. I've been a little bit wishy-washy on Ty Chandler just because I'm such a big fan of Dwayne McBride.
I just wonder if Dwayne is going to be a this year play or a next year play.
That's a very fair point.
Small school kid, late round pick. Like he's going to have to climb over some dead bodies to get on the field. He's not just going to be given opportunity. And for those reasons, you're going to see Ty Chandler with that first opportunity to be that guy. Unless he sucks too, it's going to be hard for Dwayne to force his way out of the. You know what I mean? So that's the reason. But I'm with you. I really like Dwayne McBride. I think he's the best pure dog runner on the team. But
I agree.
He's got to get a little bit more nuance, I think, to get the playing time. But dude, I think if Puka falls all the way there, that's a really good final pick. I usually take him before the final pick.
I'm a big fan of Puka, so I like him as our 18th round pick. Kind of some of the other guys that I like to take in the 18th round. I do like Chase Claypool in the 18th round.
Yep.
I like Lenny in the 18th round just because he could land somewhere and be a guy.
If he signed somewhere right now, he'd be going 4 rounds earlier, so it's not crazy.
Agreed.
Either. Yep.
Agreed. I like pick. Josh Downs. Josh Downs, 18th round.
Yep.
Obviously, Trey McBride, 18th round is always fun, but we don't need him on this team. I like Allen Robinson, 18th round too.
Yes.
So these are some of the guys.
Reynolds is actually an interesting play.
Josh Reynolds is an interesting play
because I think actually your guy is going to be not good and not play, and then one of those other two guys is going to play a lot, especially early. They're going to play. Sean Tucker, I love it. Yep.
Love Sean Tucker. Yeah, I think Puka's the play.
You know who's a cool play is Kendrick Bourne. Like
Kendrick Bourne's a cool play too. Yeah, I like Kendrick Bourne.
You know, I mean, it's like I don't know. He's looks good. He was good, but yeah.
All right. Well,
maybe Trey Lance. Thank you. People are like, what did he just say?
Yeah,
I like all those. I love that.
Not Trey Lance.
No,
let's go Puka though. Puka Nacua. Just for the vibes. I mean,
yeah,
he's a fun pick. He's a fun pick.
It's a good team.
Okay.
Good job.
That's a phenomenal team. That's a phenomenal team. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray at quarterback, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Charbonnet, A-Chain, Algier at running back, dogs. DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, Gabe Davis, Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, Jaden Reed, Rashid Shaheed, Rondale Moore, Puka Nacua at wide receiver, and Travis Kelce, Hunter Henry to close it out. What a team.
It's fragile too, which is perfect. That's the team that can win it. Like the one where you're just like, not so sure about all this. Like you need some things to kind of go your way.
Has to fall right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a script writer's team.
I love that. But okay. I think that's going to do it for us today. Jax.
Well done, sir. Well done.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I love doing these drafts. If you're not doing these drafts already, the people out there, then you're crazy. Too much fun.
Yeah. If you've never done a draft on Underdog, go ahead and sign up with promo code Undroppables.
Yes, sir.
You get 100% deposit match up to $100. That's a free $100 for you right there to draft some Best Ball Mania teams and possibly win $3 million.
Yes, I like the $3 million part.
I like that part too. That's the part that we're going for.
Yep.
Maybe this is the team. Maybe this is it. But all right, folks. Really appreciate all of you for staying on, watching the stream. And until next time, peace.